All right, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and look at just a few more options here for front-end development in Liferay, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So congratulations for staying with the course so far. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right. Now, there are a couple of other different options for front-end developers in Liferay, especially if you have some back-end experience. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start by talking about single-page applications and the options that you have in Liferay out of the box. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with single-page applications, basically, single-page applications can cut down the load time for a single HTML page in a site. All right. SPAs can dynamically update a single HTML page as the user interacts in the site. So it can be a really fast and easy way to provide a good user experience for your users. Okay. Now, SPA functionality is enabled in Liferay out of the box. Okay. So that means that pretty much anywhere we can place JavaScript in Liferay, which we've already talked about some of those options, we can use some of the SPA features that we have available. Okay. Now, Liferay has its own SPA engine, and it's called Senna.js. Okay. Now, Senna.js is responsible for handling the client-side data, okay, while the Ajax loads the page's content dynamically. All right. Senna.js is also going to include a number of key enhancements over some basic SPA features. This is something we can use in Liferay with our own modules or templates or anywhere else we can add JavaScript. But we can also use it outside of Liferay as well. We'll actually look at an example of that from the SPA site. Okay. Now, there are a number of configuration options for SPAs that can be found on the platform itself. Okay, so this would be in the menu. If you've seen that control panel at the top, in the configuration system settings section, there is a section called front-end infrastructure. And there are 4 main configuration options. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Okay, so we have the cache expiration time. You can set that in minutes. Okay, there is the navigation exception selectors. This will be CSS that SPA is going to ignore. Okay, we have the request timeout time. Okay, and there will be a number of milliseconds in which the SPA request will time out. And then there is the user notification time. Okay, this will be again milliseconds where a notification will pop up for a user. Okay. If the request is taking longer than expected. All right, so those two sort of work together. Let me show you what that looks like on the platform, just getting through the control panel and finding these configuration options. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop over. I'm just logged into the environment that we've been working on. Okay, so I'm going to open the menu, go to control panel. I'm going to go to configuration. Okay, I'm going to go to system settings. All right. And if we scroll down a little bit here, we will find the front-end infrastructure. Okay, you'll see it right here in platform. Okay. Here you'll see the front-end SPA infrastructure section, and this is where we will see our options. Okay, so you can go ahead and set this up here. So here's just a quick example of how a Senna app is declared in JavaScript. Okay. You can see here that we have the variable being set for app, new Senna app, and then we have some information about the app here. So set base path. So this gives us the file path, okay, add surfaces, as well as add roots. Okay. So we have some example code in here from the Senna.js site for a blog page, a single page blog, okay, that you can go ahead and take a look at. And we'll just look at that as an example here as well. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, this is going to be an example of using Senna.js and creating an SPA outside of Liferay. Okay, but some of these features can be used in Liferay as well. Again, out of the box, you don't have to do any extra configuration, and you can use these features in your JavaScript. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop back over here. We can look at our exercises in the last section of our exercises. Again, you should be in C Liferay or user home Liferay to get to your exercises folder. Okay, and we have the 6th section here called developing applications and a Senna blog example. Okay, so if we open this up, this just gives us a source code example, okay, of our blogs. Okay, and I can actually open these HTML files on here to take a look at how these are being displayed. Okay. All right, I can go ahead and go here for page 2. Okay, page 3. Okay, you'll see that those are added here. Okay, you can see we have some CSS included here, some images. Okay. All right, and if I just go ahead and open this up in our Visual Studio Code editor, okay. Okay, so with this open, we can see that we have our example of our main HTML page. Okay, we're getting some links. All right, we have our initialization of Senna here, okay, with our script tag, and then we just have our simple HTML. Okay, they have some lorem ipsum examples here. Okay, and if we want to take a look at what this looks like, we can actually go to the Senna.js site. Okay, and you can find more information here as well. All right, see they have a few examples here, but if you scroll down, we will actually see our blog example on the bottom right. Okay, so this is what it looks like when deployed. Okay, I think for this example, we're actually using this with Electric.js and WeDeploy, which is another set of Liferay tools, so you guys can look into that as well. Okay. All right. So just to recap here, it's helpful for you guys to know that Senna.js is available in Liferay, and single app page applications features are available out of the box in Liferay as well. Okay, so these will allow us to provide an experience for users where they can navigate through a site without having to reload pages. Okay, you can take advantage of Senna.js. Again, that's the Liferay SPA engine. And there's a number of features, including search engine optimization, bookmarking abilities, different things like that that you guys can take advantage of as well. Okay, and we can also configure SPA in Liferay through the system settings section of the control panel. So next what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the other features, including the npm SDK, as well as what would it take to build a React or Angular app in Liferay. Okay, so stay tuned, and those will be in our next videos to come.